All right, good evening. I certainly hope and pray that all is well. I hope that you all had a wonderful day. Right, can you believe how fast? I don't even know what. I have to look to see what date it is. I cannot believe how fast December, November has gone by. What is it, the 22nd? Oh, 24th. Look at that. Wow. End of the year. I have not put on a coat yet. Okay. Last year I got so sick of them damn big ass, heavy ass coats. I just stopped wearing them at some point. But it was so frigid. The winter was so frigid here last year. I had to, but as soon as that broke a little bit, I just stopped wearing. I'm like, I'm not wearing these big ass coats. No more. So I just layer up. All right, but anyway, let me get started in a minute. Just trying to shuffle my cards, everything. All right, and so so I had mentioned and talking about my life here and the travesty of those around me who set out to destroy me. So, they still try. So I mentioned before that when I found out, not right away, okay, that okay, this lady raised me is not my birth mother, blah blah blah. I went to, I said, well, I didn't feel like I really needed it, but I did it anyway. I said, let me go talk to a counselor. It wouldn't hurt, get some insight, whatnot. She didn't. She just didn't want to hardly believe it until I showed her some pictures, and then she was like, yeah, okay." But anyway, and it was so funny because she said to me at one point, well, one thing that I said to her was, I said, if it wasn't true, I said, as soon as I made the announcement, this was on my old YouTube. Like I said, I think it was my last video. I think it was the last video that I did on there. I said, nobody said one word. And she was like, that's so unusual. Nobody said anything to Nope. Nobody said anything to me. Nobody's tried to call, check on my daughter. Nothing, right? So most people I tell that day, everybody's like, that's weird. That is so weird. But one thing she said to me when I was telling her about uh, my birth mother and my dad, she said it. I didn't. She said, well, they probably signed an NDA agreement. Okay, I didn't tell her who she was. I didn't give any names or anything like that. And I thought it was so interesting because most people did not say that. She was the only person to say that. Most people were just like, they would get mad, uh, just feeling like, I was totally abandoned and all of that type of thing. So most people were mad, would get mad about it. And when she said it, I said, okay, you probably know what that's about. I'm not saying my personal situation. I don't mean that, okay? Because this woman looked like she was older lady. I think she was like in her 70s, but she didn't carry it like that at all. But she looked like she came from some money, okay? Like, just being her being a counselor, it's just something to do. It's not anything that she needs to do at all, okay? So it's like, yeah, I was like, yeah, you know about those types of things, I'm sure. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, it's probably part of these people's agreement. Okay, whatever they signed, whatever vow they made, or whomever they made it to, whatever the higher ups that Bree mentioned, probably has them under some kind of vow, return to sender already. Just return to you, okay? Agreement or whatever that they can't speak to me at all. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's find out. The people here, quote unquote family, and others who got involved in trying to destroy me, they make some kind of contractual agreement that they were not allowed to speak to me. This is not me. Now they're gone. This is not me This means yes for those of you who may be new watch. This means yes for me. Well, did you see how big that swing was? This is not me saying boo hoo hoo, boo hoo. I don't know if that was supposed to be a part of it, for me to just feel so abandoned and so torn up and so down and out and whatnot, so they could succeed in their sacrificing of me. Okay, be the little to be their little sacrificial lambs. Okay, um, or what? I'm thinking that was why. Let me find out. Okay. Was that why they were a part of the contractual agreement that they would never speak to me so that it would put me in some kind of depressive state and feeling of abandon? Okay, yes. Okay. That didn't happen though. Okay. Matter of fact, I was kind of like glad, like, okay, thank you, leave me alone. Because who wants to be spoken to by people that you realize trying to take your life, who told you all your life that I love you, you're my best friend, you're my big cousin, and all that kind of crazy ass shit. Okay, please stay away, stay the fuck away. Thank you, thank you. I had a supervisor, supervisors. But I had a supervisor one time that she used to say thank you like that. Of course, I exaggerated a little bit, but you could hear her from all the way down the hall. Thank you. Okay. But anyway, okay. So let's see. Okay. Are they allowed to talk to me energetically? No. That's part of their agreement. Stop. Are they allowed to talk to me telepathically? Would that be energetically? I don't know. No. All right. Thank you. Stop, please. That's no. Okay. Um, if they do, is there some kind of punishment or something along those lines for them if they do? Okay. This is yes. They're allowed to torture me, spiritually so, okay, through the dream infiltration, all of that kind of thing, but they're not allowed to talk to me now. That goes into when I was telling you guys about all the dream infiltration that they used to do. It was really, really bad. This is, well, it was before I was talking to Bianca Bellamy, but also during the time that I was talking to her. I mean, like, they were doing it all the time. However, if I remember correctly, I can't say 100% for sure because they did a lot of it. A lot of it. Okay. They never really spoke to me. They never said anything to me. They would just do things, to me. Okay. But they never spoke to me. If I remember correctly. Okay. But there was one who I mentioned who did come back. I guess I busted her out. Okay. Who did come back. At some point, things didn't really die down. Kind of, sort of, but she did come back dream-wise and apologize. I'm sorry. Okay. That was the one we call Phoenix. Okay. I'm telling, I'm a snitch. Okay. I'm telling on you all. Okay. I don't know if it's a demon or a group of people, which I do feel, probably all of that. Okay. So I'm telling on you. Okay. Because I do believe these people did get something. Okay. As, I guess some rewards here and there, or whatever you want to call it, for the work that they did do. Okay. Okay. But I was supposed to be all the way up under the grave. Okay. All right. Drag or just homeless and pitiful. Walking the streets of Cleveland. I'm thinking about Cedar down there in front of the projects with my arms all the way down to the ground and my wrist just the back of my hands just dragging the ground, eating out of garbage cans. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe, oh my Lord, ever. That's what was supposed to happen. Okay. If not, you know, in the burial plot somewhere, and then pretend crying at a funeral. Okay. Or maybe they wouldn't have had one. Okay. Maybe they just would have had me, just a little open casket thing. There she is. There she is. Okay. She ain't nobody. Didn't nobody even go to her funeral, child. Okay. One or the other. Okay. So anyway, so last night, I'm snitch. Return to sender. It's like when they do it at night, and for a lot of people who this happens to, you wake up in the middle of the night, and I can see it. Okay, and like each people who do it, they all have a different. Oh, you mad? You really fucking mad? You really trying to throw that shit at me now? No, absolutely not. That's not fair. Now, for other people that are watching this and you've been watching, do you think that that's fair? It's not fair, is it? You can dish it out, but you can't take it. Okay. You can dish it out with your whole big groups and all of that type of thing, and do all of this shit to me to destroy me, to get you some money and get in school and get a husband and whatever other little perks that you all got. But then when I speak up about it, then you're upset and you're angry and you throw shit at me. No, it's not fair. Okay. Fuck you. Okay. So return to sender on your fucking ass. Okay, or somebody sitting there, the person last night, don't tell it, please, don't tell it, don't tell him that I talked to you last night, bitch, don't tell it, bitch, please. Anyway, um, so when I do it, I wake up, each person has their own little signature, so it's like, when I can feel it on my body, I'm like, okay, that's this person and that's that person. They do it and it's in the same location on my body. So when I wake up, I can see it all in my room. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna describe what I see, but I see it, and I'm like, okay, this is such and such tonight. Okay, I mean, I've been doing it so long. You know what I'm saying? So, and these are people who, excuse me. I guess they figured they knew me. But I guess I wasn't supposed to know them. Okay. So anyway, though I've been around them pretty much all my life, but I wasn't supposed to know them. I just supposed to be dumb and naive and just stupid and all of that kind of thing. And we's gonna do this. She gonna be dead and gone. We gonna have this money. Okay. Or we're gonna sacrifice her. We're gonna have this money. We're gonna have this come up and all of that, okay? And I was gonna have her life and all of that. Her life gonna be split up between the five of us or whatever, okay? So anyway, so last night, here it comes. Here comes the energy. I wake up and I see it. And you know what I just said, bitch? What did I say? I said, I looked, I said, there it is, there she is, lazy. And she been doing it night after night after night for the last few nights. And what did I say to her? I said, bitch, go on somewhere and go to bed. I said her name. Go on somewhere and go to bed. You know what I'm saying? It just gets to a point sometimes, you pray and you do your protection all the time. But sometimes after a while, it's just like, bitch, go on somewhere with that shit. Whatever little demon you calling on or whatever, I knew, whatever your little witchy packet kit or whatever. I don't give a fuck what it is. Go to bed. Go to sleep, bitch. She spoke to me. Somebody took away their thumbs up. She spoke to me. You were not supposed to. When I called out her name, Zarita, I said, bitch, go to bed. Did she hear me? Okay. I don't know how this works, all of this stuff, but it does. Okay. Yes. Stop. You know, big twin. Did she speak back to me? Yes, she did. And I'm going to tell you what she said. Okay. Thank you. Stop, please. Was she supposed to? According to whatever they look? Nope. Whatever little contract and vial and covenant and all that kind of stuff they made, she was not supposed to. But bitch, you did. Okay. You violated the terms of your agreement. This is why. Hold on. Hold on. This is why I don't even know why. Whatever. Yeah. Even be careful who you make these kind of. Well, not that I'm telling people to group up and do these things to people, but you know you can't have everybody. You Okay, with the work and whatever it is. Okay. Um, I mean, just in general. Okay. She said to me, I can't remember what she said at first. Here, hold on. I said, Zarita, go to bed. Bitch, go to bed. It's over. Go to bed. She said something to me. I can't remember exactly that part, unfortunately. But I did say to her, I said, what did you do to Bree? Because I feel like she did something to her. And she said, I liked her. I like her. I said, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you like her or not. I felt she did something to her. Not that the bitch probably wouldn't deserve it. She probably did something to her as well. Okay, let's find out. Did Isarita do some a black witchy magic witchy poo to Bree, Briandra Bellamy? Of course she did. We what they say, no honor amongst thieves. Of course she did. Confirmation, goddamn. Look at this swing, how big that is. Okay, did Briandra Bellamy do something to her? Whoa. Whoa. I thought that motherfucker was going to say yes. I hope the bitch is watching. Okay. Not that, I don't care nothing about her, the way she did me. But you are a major backstabber. Because I'm thinking, why are you even telling me that you like her? I know you did something to her. Because that's what you do. You did probably have done it to everybody. Okay. But she spoke to you. You were not supposed to speak to me. You were not supposed to say anything to me. She said a couple more things to me before I said, what did you do to, I said, what did you do to Brie? Because I didn't say, did you do something to Brie, bitch? I know you did something to bitch. I said, what did you do to her? And didn't say that she didn't. You didn't say that you didn't do nothing to her. He said something silly and then said, well, I like her. And I said, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you like her or not. Okay. But you was not supposed to speak to me at all. And I'm having a vision. A lady who raised me, her great aunt, who got her involved in all this shit and spearheaded the campaign, just looking like, oh. Well, I mean, she can't leave me alone. She can't walk away. Neither can you, apparently. Okay. Then I wake up later on and there you were. Okay, let's see. Was the lady who raised me, was she working on me last night too with some of her black magic witchcraft? There you go. Okay. Yes. So those two who, what did Bree call him way back in the day when we was talking? I don't know, Ren and Cynthia, something like that. Them two, they spoke. They said they spoke to me. And they were not supposed to. Okay. So I wonder what's going to be the punishment. Is there punishment to this? To this degree I am hearing. I'm here, of course there is. They're not going to pact, I'm hearing, like PACT, okay? Reverend or revered, okay? They're not going to be like reverend or revered, okay, which is what they want, okay? That's what these people are looking for, like fame, admiration, and all of that type of thing, okay? For doing some shit they ain't got no business doing. Taking down an earth angel. My grandmother used to call me that when I was a little girl, not earth angel. But her nickname for me was Angel. When I was little. Angel. That's how she sounded. Angel. Okay. All right, so let's see what we need to know about this. So this is not so much about, like I said, this girl been bothering me for however many years, 8, 9 years. I realized they trying to accomplish this thing so that she can have her accolades and be seen and I'm betting her and she ain't nobody and all of that type of silly ass. It's just like so disgusting. This is a girl, like I said, 16 years old, brought her around and then go get her, and I did, and been talking to her all these years, and this is what you do? Okay. But you can't keep shit. You can't even keep that little vow, that little covenant. I wish I remembered. I just remember her specifically, very specifically talking about her. And I said, "What did you do to Bree?" What did you do to that bitch? And she's sitting over there calling her, hey, giving her all praise and shit. And bitch, she done threw some magic on your dumb ass. Okay. Just, wow. Just ridiculous here. I brought you all the way to Cleveland, Ohio. You crossed your ass here, okay, to be a part of this shit. And that girl big, because I know you was. Oh, God. Here she is throwing some magic on you. Just dumb. Okay, let me stop shuffling now. That's enough. Just dumb. I like her. No, bitch. No, you don't like her. You don't like yourself. Two shuffles. That's how you show. That's how you show your like for people. Okay. I don't know. Let's just see what we get. Just out of the whole thing. What's the punishment? Because, bitch, you wasn't supposed to say shit to me. No, in no way, shape, or form. Okay, we got Six of Wands upright. Well, hold on. This you. Princess of Cups upright. Thinking you had some victory. Maybe you figured you had victory or whatever, so you go ahead and speak to me. Okay. And they would never know. I just heard that. Okay. Not in her voice, I'm just saying. Okay. Okay. Princess of Pentacles. I don't know. Somebody's not happy now. Maybe the group isn't happy. Okay. Things are not going in the way that they wanted them to go. I mean, fake, fraudulent, lying, thieving, all of those types of things, of course. Okay. Trying to figure out how to strategize. Okay. I don't know. Man, I got hot. I mean, I got cold, so I turned off my air. Let me see. What is this Princess of Pentacles? I just heard nothing much. Okay. Oh, somebody. Oh, okay. Trying to go from this Princess of Pentacles, okay, to the Queen of Pentacles, okay. Because I'm trying to figure out, what's the punishment, okay. Looking for Wheel of Fortune upright, okay. But I feel like now someone is in regret here, okay, and probably tormented mentally. Obviously, if you're up all night bothering me, okay, night after night, because this has been going on. That probably was about maybe the third or fourth night in a row, okay. He's been coming after me, okay, with the black magic witchcraft all night, okay, trying to get me to not love myself and all of that type of shit, and not see me for who and what I am. I don't give a fuck what nobody else think. Okay, I see myself as this, all right? Okay, anyway, trying to weaken me. Okay, definitely that. I guess let's just keep bothering it night after night after night after night after night after night. Okay, all right, so what's the punishment? Okay. I'm just hearing like they just won't get what they asked for. Okay. I mean, you make these vows and covenants and whatnot, contractual agreements, you have to stick with it. And like I said, nobody else, even in the dream state, okay, in the spiritual aspect, nobody else said anything. Nobody said anything except the other one, who them two used to hang out all the time. I don't know if they still do it or not. I think the other one has moved out of state, okay, but I'm sure she still be here all the time. Um, them two. When she said to me, but this was years ago, okay, and she came through and said, "I'm sorry," and left out, in the dream state, left out real quiet, like sneakily, like, and I was wondering why she was behaving that way. Now I see why. Okay, probably never expected that I would say anything, or never expected that I would come this far with this, okay, and I'm thinking as knowledgeable of it, okay. what they're trying to do, tear down and be Miss Tricky Dicky and all of that type of shit in reverse here. Okay. So what else? I see the lady who raised me. She ain't too happy about the shit, though. I can tell you that. Here we got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Because I just keep seeing her looking like, oh, like, damn, bitch. Really mad at me for talking about it, but also upset that she, well, no, was it an individual situation, that, or was it like in the Bible, when one person did it, it affected the whole community. So if one person spoke to me, now the whole group is affected. Okay, the vow broken for every goddamn body. Okay, ain't nobody gonna get shit now. Okay, because the bitch fucked up. Okay, which is not unusual. Okay, because her head harder than a motherfucking brick. That bitch gonna do whatever the fuck she wants to do, no matter what. I ain't never seen nobody. It's some stubborn mules out there, but god damn. Okay. Return to sender. You're mad. Why are you mad at me? Be mad at yourself. Go look in the mirror and be like, bitch, why did you fuck that up? Because I didn't know. I'm trying to sleep. Bitch, go to bed. It says something. What? Something or other, trying to sound all nice and sweet. No, bitch. Okay. I don't know. Scorpionic energy. I don't know what this means, but this Five of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like maybe that's a the whole thing, sacrificing people for fame and fortune. And I'm realizing, like, a lot of times when I would hear that, I'm like, for fame and fortune, and I realized, no, see, when I did look and I said, okay, these are the little gifts that they received for the work that they did do. Okay. Which I'm like, that's all you asked for? You know what I'm saying? But everybody's different. And I realized it's like, no, it doesn't have to be like big, like an A-list actor in the movies and a billionaire and all of that type of thing. No, just come up and just come up and okay. Even if it's in their own little community. Okay. I do remember a lady told me that her husband did. He had told her that he had sold his soul just so he could be like the number one, I don't know, was it drug dealer in this community or some shit like that. And I was like, that's it? I mean, for that? And they do that, and that, and he got what he was looking for. Okay. But then he wanted out as he got older, of course, but really couldn't. That's what she told me. I don't know the rest. Okay. Again, okay, so wanting an ending to maybe feeling rejected or not feeling a part or worthy or a value or looked at or looked up to, in the area, the community, society, family, even, so on and so forth. Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. But now, okay, of course, money's always going to be, with the Six of Pentacles, okay? Getting that money from on high, from the higher ups. Okay. The toddlers I read about yesterday, okay, when I did my reading last night. Okay. Returning the world into toddlers and children like them. Okay. Anything else? Okay, what else? Is that it? I don't know. Lovers in reverse. Let me see. I don't know, maybe somebody will lose if they did obtain that, that kind of relationship. Maybe they might lose that. Okay. If anybody obtains some kind of, star status, whatever that might be for them, okay, maybe they might lose that. Okay. Let's see what else we see. Return, well, they ain't gonna let her return to sender, bitch. They're really gonna come at me tonight. Psalm 91. The blood of Jesus. Okay. Anything else? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Someone might lose anything that they might, well, obviously, I was going to say anything they might have gained out of doing this. Okay. Trying to sacrifice me. Okay. They'll probably lose that. Or whatever seeds they planted. Well, that would have been the seed that they planted. I figured whatever. As a result of that, maybe loss of work, maybe loss of money. Okay. If anybody gained any money, I'm hearing they're going to lose it all. Okay. And I'm hearing it never belonged to them in the first place. It was made here based off of your energy. Okay, mine. Okay. Here we have the moon card, upright, things being exposed, magician card, upright, and blue black magic witchcraft being exposed. The bitch exposed everybody. Okay. Just like dumbass Brianna Joe Bellamy. She exposed it all. Or enough of it. But bitch, you wasn't supposed to say shit. She didn't just say 2 or 3 words. I mean, it was like almost a whole conversation. But I definitely remember that part. Okay. Okay. Anything else? One more. Okay, just like pull one more. Let's see what happens. Okay. I feel like the end of conflict here for me, but you know, people gonna do whatever they want to do, and they're targeting me. Okay, but now they're bound to this devil energy. Okay, I ain't made no vow, no demons and devils and stuff. I sacrifice nobody for a motherfucking thing. Okay, I did see that a business was closed. Okay. I don't know when it closed or whatever, but I just saw that. Okay. Here we have okay. I don't know. The hangman here in reverse. I'm feeling like maybe like the or maybe the end of them trying to bring me conflict. Okay. Where did everybody go? Why'd you leave? Okay. The end of everybody trying to bring me conflict, or these people trying to bring me conflict, okay, and targeting me, yet bound to this devil energy, maybe because I became enlightened about what was going on. Okay. And a little bit is answered here, a little more here, a little more there, so on and so forth. Okay. Okay, I'm hearing like that's the end of that for now. There may be more. Okay, more to return. Of course, those people ain't gonna stop. Okay, especially when your head is harder than a motherfucker. Okay, and you know, pride. Okay, pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before fall. They don't give a fuck about the Bible verses that you're talking about. They want that money. They want that comeuppance. They want their lies about you to be true, so on and so forth. They have to believe in their heart, soul, and mind. They betting you, and you was worth and worthy of them trying to kill you so they can have some material gain. All right. And then I had a dream. Now this, I believe, was a dream about my sibling. But I don't believe that was any dream infiltration. Let's ask. But it didn't feel like it. Okay. The dream I had about my sibling, was that dream infiltration at all on his part? No. I didn't think so. Okay. Didn't feel like it. I just saw him in a suit. But the person that I saw, he had the energy of the person that I knew. Okay. Before he started getting weird and strange. Like I talk about Lady Raised Me, how she was getting weird and strange before he started getting weird and strange too. Okay. Or maybe she was just able to cover it up more than he was. Because I always thought it was a little weird and strange. But see, when they get that negative, dark energy on them, okay, it's like a dirtiness. Dirtiness, like a filth or a film or like a repulsive type of energy, okay? All right, let's Now let's see what we can get from about this lady who raised me. Okay, that's another one who just determined she ain't gonna give up. She ain't gonna stop. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. I'm stronger than you, and I control you. You my little puppy, my little rat dog is what I'm hearing, and all of that type of thing. Ma'am, you are so mistaken. You would be that for me, but if it was gonna be that way at all. Okay, but let's just see what we get here. Okay. Oh, what I was saying about him. Okay, so my name is Nikki-Kenyatta. That's my first name. I was named after Jomo Kenyatta, first president of independent Kenya. So my sibling, he changed his name. He called himself, changed his name to an African name, but he changed the name to Jomo. And I was like, why he change his name to that? This was a while ago. Okay, why would you take on that? And I said to him, did you know I was named after Jomo Kenyatta? He said, yeah. And I said, was that why you took the name Jomo? And he said, no, I don't remember what it means exactly. But I just thought it was really weird. Like, why, out of all the names, out of all the African names? And I said, did you name yourself, or you name yourself after him? And he said, no. So then, why did you choose that name? Like I said, I'm always going to be asking these questions. But when you ask certain questions, people, they don't want to give you the answer. So they mumble mouth a nothing answer. And I know this might be a stretch, but I'm going to ask any fucking way. I said, was he trying to, not then. I did feel then. I said, was he trying to make some kind of connection with me in some way? But at the same time, I was just, no. Okay. But I just thought that was strange. So I said, was there supposed to be some kind of connection that he was making or something, trying to siphon off of me through a name? Let's ask, okay? When my brother changed his name to Jomo, was he trying to connect to me, to siphon off of my energy in some kind of way through a name? Look at that. Yes. Look at that. That motherfucker. Okay. That motherfucker. Yes, bitch. Okay. And the reason I, because when I saw his face last night in the dream, he had on a really nice suit, and he looked like the person I knew, maybe like around maybe his college days, or like his graduate school days, like where his energy still felt clean. Because over the years it started to feel like, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, well, he my brother. You know what I'm saying? But but that's when he had his birth name. What I saw last night. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if it was just to tell me to question that. He didn't change his name to that for just randomly for no reason. And he telling you, no, I didn't take that name because of the president of independent Kenya. No, that wasn't the reason why. Well, then why? Okay. We're gonna do this reading on this lady who raised me. Okay. Anything we need to know? What do we need to know? So the first deck that I'm reading from is the What's the Tea deck. And I think I saw that old one I called Stank Bomb Russia. I think I saw her last night too. I can't, because after a minute, you wake up and you move around a little bit, then you remember somebody else. You remember parts of your dream. Okay, did I see her in my dream last night too, Russia? Oh my God. And she came through. I don't know if it was dream infiltration. Okay, did she do dream infiltration last night? Oh, well, of course she did. Okay. Trying to look all decent and clean. Bitch, let me tell you something, bitch. I don't give a fuck. There's nothing that you could ever do. Today, tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, the day before that, anytime. Look at the motherfucking pendulum. Anytime, any place, anywhere that you could never clean yourself up enough. Okay. You are a dirty, foul spirit. Hold on. 3 shuffles. Plain and simple. Okay. She used to come in my dreams. Oh, when they were doing all that dream infiltration, be so foul and nasty, touching on my body, doing the nastiest things to me, and trying to choke me all up in my fucking dream and stab me in the back and all. And then, bitch, and you still want to come around. Bitch, you another one that can just slough off. Hey, look, I'm clean now. I'm clean. Bitch. I'll take care of all them goddamn children and grandchildren that you done spawned off on the world. Okay. Let's see. This is about the lady who raised me. What do we need to know? That's another one ain't gonna stop. I don't know. Maybe she's moving or something like that. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say it. But her action showed it. We need to know. Okay. Well, she's definitely not unbothered by the shit. Bitch, I wasn't supposed to get this far. I wasn't supposed to know a motherfucking thing. Okay. They probably on the phone with each other now. Bitch, you said something to her yesterday. Bitch, I can't believe you. Okay, that's all that came out. Let me do another one. Anything else here? Okay. She's definitely that. I wish for trying to force her will on me consistently, constantly. I wish she would go somewhere and leave me alone. Okay, but maybe she's reflecting on the shit. Reflecting on how can we do this? How can we succeed? What do I need to do? Nothing. Bye. Do what God told you to do. Leave me alone. And get my money that you stole. Somebody might want to make me a dirty offer, or maybe this is it. She was made a dirty offer and went for it. Want to do something to avoid bad karma, but you're not going to. Okay. It's kind of a shame because the whole situation is most definitely played out. It really is. Okay. And no facts. Never has the facts. Make shit up lies. I know you've made things up about me and have lied about me. Probably for years. Years. Do you want to? She would say to me, "Well, you know how you are. Well, you know you do this." And sometimes I go, "I don't do that. Where'd you get that from?" Where she got it from was lying and trying to plant a seed in your head. That's what you were, and for you to believe it. Well, Mama's heard about me, so it must be true. Okay. Well, somebody's definitely not dodging motherfucking bullets. Okay, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. Okay, well, that's in reverse. Okay. All right. I'm hearing one more. I'm going to shuffle one more. Let me shuffle a little bit. Excuse me. Let's see. Now, it may love triangle. I wouldn't think that this woman is involved in anything like that now. Possibly, I doubt it. But this is, I think, may refer to my father, her, which was his wife at the time, and maybe my birth mother. Okay, I can imagine that. Okay. Her ego might be bruised. Well, oh well. Okay. It says hurt ego. Ego gets in the way of relationship. I thought we had a wonderful relationship. But now I look back and see this woman ain't love you. You thought she did. But I look back on some things and the way some things were said and things that were said in conversations and whatnot and attitudes and energies toward me. No, she didn't. You was just illusion. You understand what I'm saying? Blind. I don't know. Okay. All right. Let's see. Anything else? That's it. That's all I got from that deck. All right, then I want to do a quick reading here from the Tarot Apocalypses, just to see where things are. Just like they come checking on me with their black magic. Every full moon or whatever, when they get the fever, the dream infiltrate and all of that type of shit. So now we know when people are like, it's so strange, you never heard not from one person, nobody. Well, the one time, this was a long time ago, a couple years ago, my uncle, he did call me after I reached out to him about 3 months later. Okay, which wasn't normal for him, telling me some bullshit. And I want to tell him, you're full of it, but that's okay. And I did invite him out to lunch because I was thinking, well, maybe I can get him to tell me the truth about where my birth mother is. But I didn't call him anymore after that. It was like, he may not even know. He may know that it ain't her, but he may not know who it is. But then he very well may know. I don't know. He may got one out there like me too, okay, that don't nobody know about. All right, but him. And whoever his mama, its mama is. You know how that goes. Mama's baby, dad. What is it? Oh, that don't work with that. Okay. All right. How many more shuffles? I'm hearing one more. Now, I did have some people dreaming for trading. They're going to swear they didn't. Because I told one lady, don't ever infiltrate in my dreams no more. This was way back. And she called me and left a message, a verbal message. But when I heard Nikki, I hit click. So if you're watching, I don't know what the hell you said. And I don't care what you said. Okay, because you did. You and my dad. You brought him through. Okay, you came and he couldn't hardly walk. But I don't think that she was a part of it at all. I think she was just trying to help and assist him. Okay. Let's see. The lady who raised me. What do we need to know here? Anything? Okay, well, definitely this devil energy trying to control me. See him with them little ropes, whatever, controlling those people. That's her determination. Okay. Yeah. Don't want people to see me as worth anything, as balanced, okay? Or, that star power, star energy. I don't need them to. Okay, that hence the lies. Okay, no facts, lies. Just telling. I know she did. Okay, hey, let me ask Brenda. Okay, for people that need proof, did the lady who raised me lie about me for a good portion of my life to people? Yeah, I know she did. I don't know what she was telling people about me. And she can't this and she can't that and she can't do nothing. I'm wrong with her mind and all that kind of stuff. You just have to pray for her. Yeah. Yes, it is. So it is targeting me. Not only her doing it, see how she's pointing with the lies? Telling others. Flying monkeys. Getting other people involved. Targeting me. Lying about me. I just heard spread the word. Okay? And of course, I feel like it has something to do with my father. But anything for now that we need to know. But I done found out what I found out, and I'm gonna speak, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell the truth. Right now, I'm gonna go. Okay. Just wanting to be victorious over fantasy. Okay. And out of not wanting to be victorious, I'll say in a way that is not natural. Okay, you put it like that. Fantasyland. Okay, the Six of Cups in reverse and the Tower in reverse. Okay, whatever. I just heard it. Wanting to bring like a tower or disaster to my quote unquote new beginnings. Okay, new life. Okay, abundant I'm here and without them. Okay. Why would I want to have a life with you all? Why would it even be a thought? Okay, and I feel like this woman, she's the type of woman who refuses to look at herself, refuses to do any kind of introspection. Okay, she used to tell me everybody else got issues, but apparently she don't. She's just fine. Okay, I don't know. Maybe she's in her head right now or bound to something, but I'm not. That really she cannot walk away from. Anything else? Okay. Six of Swords in reverse. I'm feeling like bound, like I said, bound to something that she can't walk away from, that she can't leave, can't escape, and maybe possibly, like I did see that one card that said moving. Okay, so maybe she's moving or has moved. Okay, but maybe I'm just feeling like she left home, a place she's not supposed to be, or has returned. Okay, or maybe to herself, or trying to. Okay, trying to find her way back home again. I feel like to herself here, dealing with a lot. You can't love yourself to do things like that to people. Sorry. If you wanted people watching, that's the shit you do. This is what you need to work on. You cannot love yourself by doing those kinds of trying to. I want to sacrifice for my come up and I don't want to let you silly shit. Princess of Cups in reverse. What's that all about? Well, I'm not what you thought I was. Stupid and dumb and naive. Okay. Nine of Wands in reverse. Like here, look. Again, maybe trying to find her way. Okay. Back to herself again. But I can tell you one thing, ma'am. You'll never do it if you refuse to take the time to do some inward, some introspection and look at yourself. See how God placed me here in these people's life who thought they was going to kill me and sacrifice me and all of that kind of stuff and steal from me and destroy me and steal my essence and my being, so on and so forth, lie all over time, expect me to be somewhere eating up out of a garbage can or crying at 10 feet under or et cetera, et cetera. But all the time, here it is, God sent me here to help them. Okay. But I had to go through what I had to go through. I had to go through the fire, okay, and walk the hot coals. Okay. Foist. Okay. I'm hearing that's it. All right. So that's all I got. Okay. You damn right. I'm gonna show enough tell. Okay. And I should. Okay. But I had something so interesting happen today, but I am gonna save it for tomorrow because it's getting kind of late. All right. Uh, yeah, I'll save it for tomorrow or whenever I come back on. Okay. All right. You all be blessed. You all have favor. Peace.